Hello!
Hello! And we're back. Well, we never left.
We never left.
But welcome to Theme Park Talk Live.
Let's get her up and running here.
Let's get her up and running. We're going to get the comments going. And hopefully we can get through this episode with no hiccups. All right.
Let's see.
I don't know, but we'll see. But hi, guys. Welcome. This is our very first episode, so
there we
welcome.
Go. We are officially live.
We are officially live.
There we go.
Welcome to Theme Park Talk Live, the very first episode.
Yay! You're gonna blow out their speakers, Patrick.
Oh, no, sorry.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I like to talk very low. I forgot that we have a microphone.
I know we have this microphone here.
We have a microphone.
We've upgraded
have our
here, y'all.
iPad that we got, and we got a lot of gadgets and gizmos of plenty.
That we are learning.
Okay, we are learning how to do this. Hello, Casey, Danisha, Parker, Jenny. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our Theme Park Talk Live. And
our first show, y'all.
First show. This is so exciting. Hopefully we can get through this show without any hiccups. But you never know. So if there is something that happens and it's not supposed to, we apologize.
It's a learning curve. It is a learning curve.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
So all of you, just to let you all know, we have our comments right here on our laptops. So that's why you're going to see us go over or look this way. But yeah, welcome. We have so many topics to go over. We have Star Wars Galactic Nights.
We have Voodoo Donuts coming to City Walk.
But we have so many things. But let's go ahead and start this episode, or the premiere episode of Theme Park Talk Live. All right. So now our very first topic tonight, we're going to talk about Star Wars Galactic Nights. Now, for those Star Wars fanatics, like, I think I would call myself a fanatic now.
Really?
I think I would, because I really enjoyed the last movie.
He's seen 2 movies, y'all.
But Star Wars Galactic Nights is coming back to Disney's Hollywood Studios on May 27th, 2018, and the event is from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Now,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a separate ticketed event, though, and it celebrates the entire Star Wars saga with an out-of-this-world entertainment with special photo ops, event-exclusive merchandise, and food and beverages. Also, you'll have encounters with rarely seen characters that guests can only experience during this event.
What do y'all think? Did any of y'all go to the last one? Because they had one so far.
Right.
And it's returning now. So we didn't get to go, but I loved all the videos and all the stuff that we saw out there on social media.
Absolutely.
I myself am not a huge Star Wars fan, but this looked really cool. It definitely, something I would like to do.
Absolutely. You know, what I'm really excited for, because I know they used it for the event for Star Wars, is the projection mapping on the Tower of Terror.
Oh, gosh,
I'm very excited for that, because it just completely immerses you with Star Wars.
Once Disney finds out that they have something that they can project onto, they do it. I mean, that is the truth. Except Epcot Ball. Spaceship Earth has not really been used that much.
Okay, I was gonna say they did.
They did, but it's like they could use that as a part of Illuminations Nightly. We're getting off topic here, but I mean, just that projection mapping is cool.
But so as you guys are coming in and saying hello,
oh my everyone,
gosh. Hello everyone. So what the whole premise of the show is that, yes, we are your hosts, but you are also one of the hosts as well.
You're our co-host, y'all.
You are our co-host.
Chime in.
So please chime in on all of the socials and all that stuff, and let us know what your thoughts are with Star Wars Galactic Nights. Are you excited? Are you gonna go? I think I want to try to go this year.
Now, you got to see the last movie. I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's right. You didn't go.
I didn't get to go. I was working, y'all. But it was. You said it was really good. I really liked The Last Jedi. That was awesome.
That was also.
You know, I'm excited. I think this park is. I was kind of against the whole changeover, but now I'm kind of liking the Star Wars thing. I think it really. I think it's fitting since they're going to rebrand the entire park.
Absolutely. So. Ross said, "Sounds cool. I love Star Wars. I predict there's going to be a lot of porgs. If there are, I would cry." You don't know what
Tears of Joy, right?
Oh, Tears of Joy.
Okay.
Porgs are so cute. They're so cute.
It's the little fluffy thing. But
the thing is, it's so weird because I don't know if you all know, but I'm terrified of birds. But porgs, for some reason, I think are the cutest things in the world. No? Maybe. What are your thoughts?
They're not real though.
I know, but they're so cute.
I don't know. But it's really cool. So we have to definitely try to get out there. That'd be something really cool to cover ticket takeover.
Ooh.
Show plug.
Show plug.
So let's go talk about our favorite thing. That's so meaningful to us. Like, we love food. We all know that. If you watch us and follow us on our socials and our personal vlog, you know that we love food. So Voodoo Donuts is coming to City Walk Orlando. So it's going to be over at Universal Orlando Resort. This is something that has really done very well over in Hollywood. They have it at City Walk in Hollywood currently, and they are based out of Portland, Oregon, but they are making a killing over at Universal. So this is something, I mean, it's going to be a nice sweet treat. There's so many great food offerings over there at City Walk.
But the thing is, because they're known for like explicit donuts. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
It's not so family friendly, y'all.
Yeah, not so family friendly. So I don't think those are going to be.
You're not showing them those pictures.
No.
Okay.
Show you those
this
pictures.
show is family friendly.
No. It does not work like that. But yeah, no. So I don't think those donuts will come over to over here in Orlando or in Hollywood.
Have any of y'all had it? That's what we want to see. So if you have anything that you really loved from Voodoo Donuts, even if you didn't get it from the Hollywood location, because I think they have 2 other locations, one being in Portland, Oregon, let us know. I'm not a huge donut fan myself.
Oh my gosh.
But I like the option, especially in the theme park.
Okay, I want to try a donut with bacon on top of it, like maple and bacon. That sounds delicious.
We have, I can't wait for Voodoo. That is Pocus for life. Oh, okay. I love these names. So yes, it is definitely something. Oh, we got some comments about.
Yes, Undertaker Punk just said Horror Nights themed donuts.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That would be
so cool.
They have to do that. Did they do it in Hollywood though?
Oh, that's right, because the store was
open. I wonder. Do any of y'all know that? We should look into that. I wonder if they did any Halloween-themed donuts over there.
But you know what? I almost feel like they'll do more things over here in Orlando than they do in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, like,
definitely.
I feel like Halloween Horror Nights themed donuts would attract more. You know what I'm saying?
Halloween Horror Nights. I think Halloween Horror Nights over here is a bigger event. So I think they would definitely go ahead and probably capitalize on that. And I think there's more visitors here. So
Voodoo Donut. Not donuts. Donuts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
My apologies, y'all. But I like it. Correct me. Go right ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Let them put the risky donuts out at night when kids aren't around.
Miss Walt
Disney World fan. That is a good idea.
Really funny.
You know, I mean, because City Walk, there's really, I mean, at certain nights they do, at least they used to. I know after a certain time, you could not come into City Walk unless you had your ID checked and you were over 18 or over 21. Mm-hmm. So maybe they would do that. But I mean, it would make sense for them to make up donuts that would be only sold. And how late are they going to be open? Do you know?
I don't know, but they've got to be open.
They're going to have to be open
late. City Walk is open pretty late.
Till 2 a.m.
Yeah,
but most of the shopping and dining experiences close at midnight. But the nightclubs stay open till 2.
I feel like Voodoo Donut, though, is so hip and so so unique that I think they would stay open until 2 a.m.
That's one of my things about Universal that bother me. When we've stayed on site a lot. Those restaurants do close pretty early, and so we were wanting to do something late at night, and we took the boat over to City Walk, and everything was closed up, and we kind of let down. So this would be nice to have a little sweet treat for a little midnight snack for those resort guests, because they are definitely expanding those resorts over there at Universal.
Mm-hmm. All right, so our next topic, we're going to talk about, that's ironic, Talking Mickey. Is he going away from Town Center?
What do y'all think?
What do you think?
Have y'all experienced and met Talking Mickey? Magician Mickey. Let's keep the magic alive here. Magician Mickey over there in the Magic Kingdom.
I have a couple times. Have you guys?
I've done it quite a few times. It's great.
So that's the rumor that he's going away because there's it's not consistent with other meet and greets from at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot. So I think that the consistency, they just want to cut it down.
And I was surprised that they didn't roll it out out everywhere. Of course, I know that outdoor locations and things like that you can't, but it's very on Disney-like to do that because they are all about consistency especially with character integrity. So a little shocked when they did roll him out, which was, I mean, how many years ago? I think, has that been 5 years now, I think?
Oh my gosh.
I read somewhere.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
It's been a while.
I think it's been successful. They did those tests over at California Adventure. Have any of y'all seen that?
Yes.
When they had Mickey, Minnie, and Donald talking, all the three of them. That was so cool. That looked amazing. Very jealous that we haven't got to experience that. I don't know if they're still doing that. I think that might have been a tasting phase. No,
a tasting phase.
I'm still thinking about Voodoo Donut. That's all. Miss Walt Disney World fan, going back to Voodoo Donut, she said after drinking food. That would be great because people drink over in City Walk.
That'd be brilliant.
That's a great idea.
That would be brilliant.
And it's right across essentially from Fat Tuesdays.
Undertaker Punk says, I have not, but I could think this could be a paid experience since it's personalized.
Oh.
Now, that is so smart.
Undertaker Punk, Disney's going to take the idea if they're watching.
That is so smart because, come on.
People would pay.
Because you can really make that a personalized experience if you are paying, and not only, with the meet and greet, but you can maybe have like a little dessert or have like something else inside that theater. That would be phenomenal. Undertaker Punk, I hope Disney's watching.
Parker says, I met Magician Mickey twice. I think it would be a shame if they took him away, though. If anything, they should be rolling out more of this technology instead of reducing it. That's a good point. Very valid point. I think down the road, I think Disney right now is just really money, and we'll get to on another topic as well towards the end of the show. Their budget is really wonky right now because there's cuts and things that they're just taking away. A lot of stuff behind the scenes that most of us don't know about, but we have friends that are still with the company, and it's just like really odd. So I don't think they're gonna. I think they will minimize it for now, but they know the technology's there. And over the years, as it's gone, maybe they'll take it and backstage plus it, as Walt would say, and kind of bring it back and make it a better experience. Technology is growing every day, y'all.
That's right. Ooh,
y'all. I'm from Florida. All right, so keeping along with the theme of talking about characters that we know and love, Minnie just got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame not too long ago.
Yes, Minnie.
And it was placed right in front of the El Capitan Theater, which is owned by the Walt Disney Company. I think they purchased that back in the 90s, maybe the 80s, but I'm pretty sure it was the 90s. So what do y'all think? I mean, were any of y'all there? What do you think about it? That's pretty cool. I think it's so interesting having characters, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because
I love it.
You usually not professional, but real actors, again, trying to keep the magic alive for the kids watching. So this was to celebrate her 90th birthday, or her anniversary, but it was her birthday because, she's real. Disney Chairman CEO Bob Iger was there with Katy Perry.
Let's just pause up. Look at Katy Perry. Katy Perry, it looks fabulous, no matter what, the gossip columns are talking about. Look at her next to Minnie.
Does anyone know why she was chosen though to be there? That's kind of
I don't know why random. She was there, but look at that outfit.
Right?
Look, you better work. Go ahead, Katie.
Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you.
So 1 week earlier, before the unveiling of the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, they celebrated over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So what they did is they had this whole procession, and they had Minnie and Mickey get into a car. Was it a polka dotted car, or was it just a pink car?
Yes, honey.
And they took off and went down. They had this whole parade. So she was being sent off to Hollywood, the real Hollywood. And
she was so extra. Let me tell you what. She was so extra just to leave Orlando to get to Hollywood. She had to have this whole cavalcade, honey.
That seems like something Miss Piggy would do.
That's something I would do.
Minnie's always been so humble. So this was pretty extra for her.
Oh my goodness.
So now when she came back though, so after the weekend after, towards the end of the weekend after she did the unveiling of the star in Hollywood, she came back to Florida, and they had Rock the Dots, and it was an event where she had a stop in Disney Springs, and all kinds of specialty merchandise was sold. So did any of you get to purchase any of that merchandise? I wonder if I'm sure you could probably buy it online and jack the prices up because it's high demand. But yeah, that's interesting. Does Mickey have a star on the Walk of Fame?
Yeah.
He does. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. He'd have to have one before her.
Come on. Honey.
Come on. You got to.
Come on, honey.
Next topic, Mr. Patrick.
Don't forget. So the minivans. This is just in.
Oh yes, this just happened today. We don't have it on our little sheets here.
So the minivans used to just take guests, kind of like Uber, through Walt Disney World, and you can go from Disney Springs to one of the Disney parks. But now they go to the Orlando International Airport.
Do they not go to other locations? I thought it was pretty much like anywhere they wanted to in certain. No, just the airport. Okay.
Just the airport.
Just the airport. Okay. So
it's a nice option.
Yeah, I mean it's additional cost.
Oh, of course.
It's definitely going to be. I mean, have any of y'all used it? I'm curious.
I know.
They look really cool.
Who used? Oh, it's Tim Tracker. Tim Tracker. He used it.
Did he?
Yes. Okay. And I was like, I want to go in it because it's so cute. I think it's so cute. What are your thoughts?
How much? I mean, it's not too crazy of a price. I think it was one set price though. I think it will probably be a different price point, a little bit more if you want to go to or from the airport, but then you have a lower price point if you are looking just to go to from your resort to a park. You know, Disney's transportation is really kind of a little wonky right now as they're building the skyline.
Ooh,
and the monorails need some updating, and the parking situation, and of course you have the buses. They're using so many buses and relying on those, but the bus system is just, you still wait a while for those. So, you know, I'd be totally, if I was doing a deluxe resort stay and want to go all out and have a great vacation, I would totally swing for doing the minivans. Oh my gosh, Undertaker Punk. Breaking news, y'all.
Breaking news.
In the comments, he's got the breaking news. There we go.
Mrs. Walt Disney Mrs. Walt Disney World fan says $150 one way. What?
Really?
Holy moly.
Okay, I wouldn't swing that.
I would not swing that. I'm sorry.
Disney's Magical Express is a lot more economical than that, isn't it?
Right? Absolutely. Because it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
Pays to have a nice time, as Jacob says.
Mrs. Walt Disney World fan said it's $20 on property and $150 to the airport.
There we go. Y'all are our co-hosts. See? Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
This
is
exactly what it's all about. We don't know everything. We're not going to try to act like we know everything.
Right? Because it's not going to happen. So since you guys are our co-hosts, thank you for chiming in. Let us know.
$20.
But that's interesting.
Reasonable.
So $20 within Walt Disney World in the property. I feel like
depending on the time of year, Hollywood, or holiday time. Like
I feel like Uber though is still cheaper.
It is. But with Uber, you never know what you're getting.
Right, and you're getting the experience though with the minivans. You're getting the experience, and that's what you're paying for.
I wonder, do you get any like little bottles of water like you do on some Uber rides? Do you have a TV? I mean, it's not gonna be a long drive, so you really don't have to. Come on, that is being extra. But so Samantha's asking, which resorts do they go from? Thinking of staying on site. I'm
pretty sure they go to all the resorts because
they did all
Walt Disney World property.
They did have it select resorts in the beginning,
right?
And then they did roll it out, so now it's all the resorts. But surprisingly, when we drive around property, I don't see that many. I feel like they're not everywhere like those buses are. Those buses are everywhere.
Oh my gosh, those buses!
That's crazy. Undertaker Punk says, I feel $15 would be a better price.
Absolutely.
OFAM Adventures. Hey, thanks for watching, you guys. OFAM Adventures. They just have a shocked look.
Look for $150.
I'm sure it's $150. Yeah, $150 exactly. Isn't that crazy? I mean, Uber can't go to the Orlando International Airport anymore.
That's right.
So keep that in mind, you guys. You either going to take Magical Express, a taxi. Taxis are pretty expensive. I don't think it'd be $150 though. But taxis are pretty expensive. Even with taxis, you don't know what you're getting. If you really want your family to be, involved and completely engulfed in this Disney experience from the get-go, once you get off the plane, minivans is the way to go.
I agree. But now moving on. Now I know some of you already know. Some of you, because I know some of you have been following us for years now. Thank you for that. But for those of you that are just joining us or have just started following us within the past few months, we do have a line of t-shirts, theme park inspired t-shirts, and it's our own store, and it's called Ink and Paint Threads, and it's unique because you can go to inkandpaintthreads.com,
inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com. I know, it's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
But we have the link right down there, or the information on the screen. Perfect.
And it's also going to be down in the
comments,
the bio,
or the bio, so you can follow.
So you can go there. But so go there. We have 15 designs. We completely revamped the store last night, so it looks different. And some designs are no longer there, and sometimes some designs are, and they're kind of in a little vault. The ones that left, they'll come back every once in a while. But we wanted to show you Ink and Paint Threads and what we put together last summer with a few of our friends.
Yeah, it's great stuff. I mean, it's cute, and a lot of you have really supported us by getting those, and we love the pictures that you tweet at us. It's really cool to see you guys wearing those in the parks.
I know.
It's kind of surreal. It is surreal. You owe me a Coke. So it is. Yeah, it's weird, but it's great. Thank you guys for your support. Those of you that have been following us since the beginning, for a long time now, and for those of you just joining, maybe you're stumbling upon this live stream tonight. Welcome. I'm Gavin. This is Patrick. And
so here's our little promo. Let me tell you what, we worked so hard on that and on the designs, so we want to thank all of our friends that helped us with that.
It wasn't just us.
It wasn't just us.
But we are so appreciative. Really, a lot of hard work has gone into it. It's taken some time, and we really have enjoyed seeing you guys and your feedback on it. So thank you, and check out inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com. Get your shirt today. And we love you guys. Thank you so much. So I'm going to take over and talk about our next topic. One of the things I grew up with, and a lot of us grew up with, was the Jurassic Park franchise. The third one was not so good, but the first one and the second one, especially the first one, were classics. Jurassic World, though, broke box office records when it came out. It seems like yesterday, but it was like 2 or 3 years ago now. They have teamed up with Feld Entertainment. Feld Entertainment, I'm not sure if you guys have been able to go out and see Disney Live, or Disney on Ice, I should say. Marvel Universe Live, the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. All those were produced by Feld Entertainment, and they are based here in Orlando, or in Central Florida. And they have partnered with Universal. I think this is the first project they've partnered with Universal on. It is. And in fall 2019, they're producing Jurassic World Live. It's going to be coming to arenas around the country, and they are going to feature a herd of life-size dinosaurs that are going to extend up to 40 feet in length. I mean, that's crazy. They're going to be using state-of-the-art projection mapping, sophisticated animatronics, and performer-operated characters. I mean, this is a great time because that is a fantastic film, Jurassic World.
I'm so excited.
I mean, so many of us were worried that Jurassic World was not going to be up to the caliber of Jurassic Park, but it was. It really was. It was done so well. And Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, the trailer recently came out. It looks really good. Is coming out June 22nd, 2018.
The day before my birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm so excited.
So this is going to be like perfect timing. Everyone's still, Jurassic World is fresh in their mind, and then it's going to be refreshed once Fallen Kingdom comes out, and then in fall of 2019 you're going to have, and I'm sure they'll probably make a third one, let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
It is going to be definitely a third one probably coming out. This is going to be great. Maybe they'll time up the release of this with the third film, possibly. You never know. But it is... it's exciting. We recently got to see Marvel Universe Live. They used that projection mapping. It was great. It was really cool. I was really blown away by it.
You know, I forgot what company produced it, but I want to say it was called Walking with Dinosaurs.
Oh, yes.
And it was an arena tour, and it was similar to, I think, what they're going to be doing with Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World. And, I mean, these dinosaurs, they were huge. They were so big. I mean, I was like in awe because it literally looked like real dinosaurs. So I can't imagine. That was, my gosh, that was when I was living in New York when I saw that. Yeah. So that was almost 10 years ago. Maybe 8 years ago. But so I can't even imagine the technology now that they're going to bring to Jurassic World Live.
Now, staying with talking about Jurassic World here, Ross and Andrew have some great comments. So Ross said that, interesting, I think the second movie is not going to make nearly as much money as the first one because it's coming out close to Incredibles 2. Oh, that's some stiff competition right there. That is going to be.
I didn't think about that.
That's crazy. But you know what? I think they're both really great franchises. I think Jurassic World is a different demographic than Incredibles, but I think if people really like it, then they're going to go to the movies twice. We have Andrew saying, will Universal change the river adventure to include some new dinos based on the new films? I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I mean, Universal has not really changed the parks really much to incorporate the Jurassic World characters and the feel. It's still very true to the feel of Jurassic Park and what John Hammond envisioned. But when the movie did come out, that is around the time they introduced the Velociraptor encounter, and because that was really popular. But that Velociraptor does not look like Blue or any of the raptors from Jurassic World, so you never know. They might get a new advanced costume for that and have a new raptor that is more like along the lines of the ones in Jurassic World.
But Andrew, that would be so
that would be great.
Cool
I would love
if
that.
they did that, if they incorporated the new dinosaurs.
I just want to say hello to Lynn. She is joining us a little late, but it's okay. Hello,
hi,
welcome to the chat. Welcome to Theme Park Talk Live, y'all.
Yes.
So
our next topic, we're going to go to, we're going to stay with Universal, and we're going to go to Fast and Furious Supercharged. Now, I am so excited for this attraction.
What are you guys thinking?
Now, what are your thoughts on this? Because supposedly it's going to be opening this spring. Now, what I'm interested, so Universal has released concept art for the attraction, and I'm pretty impressed. Like, so obviously the facade of it, I mean, you're walking into a
warehouse.
A warehouse.
There's parts, there's cars. It's going to be using the same technology that they're using for Jimmy Fallon in the virtual queue experience, so you will not have a standby line.
And I think that's where this concept art is.
You can see this is really quite big there.
And I think once you go and you move on, then you go. Now this right here, I feel like this is giving me a lot of Test Track.
This image right here.
The image, because it's looking at cars being put together.
Original Test Track or 2.0?
Original Test Track.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say
for sure.
I missed that one.
But then you look at this next image, and I feel like that's a lot of like disaster or earthquake. It should be earthquake. I should say earthquake because that's the way earthquake was.
Earthquake
before.
And then it was disaster. But yeah, it was definitely those two attractions that had the same, very similar feel. This is completely different. For those of you that have not been able to come over and see the construction and demolition, truly, this is not going to be anything like disaster or earthquake. They completely flattened all that land that was there. They're not reusing any of that original building. It was taken out completely. I saw it firsthand and back of house areas there, and a lot of people are getting a little flack because it is using the same ride technology as King Kong over in Islands of Adventure, and same ride vehicles, just being refitted. I wonder if they're going to have animatronic drivers though, because originally they were going to have real people driving the ones on Kong, and then they decided to opt out for whatever reason for animatronics. Right.
Well, see, if you look at this concept art, obviously there's a driver there, but you don't know if it's an animatronic driver or if it's a real driver.
Exactly.
I feel like it's going to be animatronic. I honestly feel like that's what it's going to be.
I hope it's... I'm thinking maybe they aren't, because I think that a lot of people wanted to have that real team member driving them, and it's more... I don't know, makes it... You're more engulfed... or what's the word? Not engulfed. Surrounded in the story. It makes it more realistic having a real person. So I think maybe they'll be like, you know what, we learned from Kong that the animatronic is cool, it's good, it's a good animatronic, and it tells a story, but obviously it's going to be more realistic when you have a real person driving this. So I think, and it's not going to be all screens. Everyone's saying it's going to be all screens, but the thing is, no, this is a huge building, and it's multiple stories. These ride vehicles will be going upstairs and going downstairs.
Absolutely.
And in Hollywood, they use practical sets with the projection mapping technology that was used in Disaster. But this is a bigger, more advanced scale. So I think it's going to be great. Practical sets and 3D. And I'm not against it. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like the screens, but I'm a fan of it.
But hi, Ryan, for joining us.
Hello. Ryan. How are you?
Ross says, well, I heard the one in Hollywood is just okay, but it could be a lot better in Orlando because the one in Hollywood is just on the tour, so it's a lot smaller. I agree. We got to go on the Hollywood Backlot tour and experience it. And when we left that sound stage, I turned to Gavin, and I was like, that was awesome.
It was good.
It was so cool. And if it's anything, that's why I'm excited for it. If it's anything like that, it's going to be thrilling. It really is. It really is.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's a film, but it's very high quality, and it's very realistic, and it really takes you out of your surroundings, and you feel like you're somewhere else. And I think that this is, and someone's... Who was it? Pocus for Life. Pocus for Life said, "I hope it's longer than Kong." I hope so too. Definitely going to be longer.
I think it is only because I feel like it's going to be multiple stories. So I think it's definitely going to be longer than Kong.
Because did y'all know that Transformers 3D, the ride, both Hollywood and Orlando, is multiple story. It's 2-story building. You are in front of a giant screen when you are taking up a lift, and most of the ride is actually upstairs. The bottom part of the building is mainly load, unload, and queue, and in the store. So most of that attraction is upstairs, and that's a pretty long feeling attraction. It may not be very long, but it feels like a long ride.
Yeah, Undertaker Punk says, I feel like Universal's relying on the virtual line too much.
Well, this is only the second attraction, though.
But they did say, though, that's what they want to do across the board.
I would like to see that. I think it works well. I think it does.
I think it works well, but I feel like with Jimmy Fallon, I feel like the first couple of months, it was rough. It was rough learning.
With anything new, you're going to have kinks in it. You're going to get the kinks out. I think that they'll probably they've learned a lot from Jimmy Fallon, and then they'll apply and reassess and maybe make it better for you over at future attractions such as this. So, yep.
Oh no, Parker said that his laptop crashed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't worry, you didn't miss much. I'm just joking.
You guys rewatch it. You guys can always rewatch this. You don't have to watch it live. And Miss Walt Disney World fans catching them up. They're talking about Fast and Furious.
Yes, Fast and the Furious, honey.
Supercharged.
That's right.
All right, so Hocus Pocus, y'all.
Yes, Hocus Pocus.
Let's go back to Disney. Everyone loves Hocus Pocus. It's following. It's been integrated finally into the parks for 2 years now. They've had their own stage show at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Now, this is about the new book. They have a new Hocus Pocus book coming out, you guys, July 10th, 2018. It's strictly a book. We're just talking about that. No films yet. And it's going to commemorate the 25th anniversary. Oh My Disney revealed the first look of the cover art, which looks really cool. And definitely stays true to, I mean, doesn't that look like the original? I mean, it's very...
Which, please?
Whatever. Okay. So, it's going to be broken into 2 parts, which is really interesting. So, you're going to have the first part that's going to be a fresh retelling of the original film. And then there's going to be a sequel revealing how the story continues. What do you guys think? How's the story going to continue? What's going to happen?
Well, the thing is that with Oh My Disney and other media outlets, there is a plot. They tell you exactly what's going to happen with the sequel of Hocus Pocus. Mm-hmm. I didn't want us to give it away because just in case anyone doesn't want the spoilers. So if you want to know, just look it up and it's there. But they do tell you what happens moving forward with Max and all of the amazing characters. I'm excited. I love Hocus Pocus. The only thing is, I'm not excited. One thing I'm not excited about is them remaking Hocus Pocus.
Right.
Because, well, they're reimagining it. That I'm not okay with. Because it's like, it's an original, it's a classic, it's a cult classic.
Just don't touch it.
Exactly. Don't touch it. What's it called?
Don't fix something that's not broken.
Exactly. And that's how I feel with
do sequels, because then sequels make the first film feel or look even better, a better film itself. I wonder how, if down the line they do turn this into a film franchise and they continue, do you think they would integrate it into the parks as well? Do you think they're going to introduce more characters that would be more relatable to our generation today that they could use in the stage show, or maybe even other ways throughout the parks, maybe doing it around year-round somehow? I think that would be cool. Mm-hmm. I'd love to meet the Sanderson sisters. They don't do meet and greets, though. They don't.
That line would be hours.
But that's something.
Hours long.
Would you guys want to see the Sanderson sisters do a meet and greet?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
And knowing Disney, they could charge for it.
But Samantha, bye. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Samantha. Thank you for tuning in.
Undertaker Punk said the sequel is a book, but not the new film. Okay, Disney. Exactly. That's my thoughts. And Undertaker Punk, if you look up and read the premise of what the sequel is going to be, I think it'd be interesting as a movie. I really do. I think it would be interesting to see that pan out.
Yeah, and O-Fam Adventures agrees with you. The original is such a classic. Also, O-Fam Adventures did chime in about the virtual line experience and how so he said he liked the virtual line at Jimmy Fallon. And it's so great they're keeping it with the theme. Mm-hmm. And he also is a fan, just like me, of the screens. Thank you, O-Fam Adventures. I feel like I'm the only one. I know a lot of people give the screens.
Well, no. I feel like, okay, with this... The thing is that I think a lot of us, I think we're really spoiled because of Disney. Because Disney, they're based on
It's practical sets.
Sets and animatronics to tell a story within an attraction. Right. And I feel like we've all been so spoiled with that, now, which is a good thing. It's a good spoiled. I feel like now with Universal, they don't have that much land, and the only thing to do to tell their stories of their movies, I think, is the only way to do it is with screens. And some better than the others. I mean, like Spider-Man and Transformers. I love them both, but they are, honestly, I can't handle it because they're like the same attraction.
So if you're going to use screens, at least have the ride technology, the ride vehicle systems be very different, I think is what he's saying. And you know, I just think it's so important to upkeep the screens because it's not a good experience if the film is not good, if the screen quality. But Universal's been doing that. They've got that money from Harry Potter now, so they have been updating Simpsons, and they did a huge revamp on Spider-Man years ago. So I think that's the most important thing. But the reason why I like screens is because it can take you anywhere they want to put you. Where with practical sets, you can kind of ruin the magic and turn around and see, you know, what things you're not supposed to see. But with screens, you're kind of just right there, and it's totally, you're immersed in it. Immersed. That's the word I want to keep.
Immerse.
Immerse. Immersive theming.
Mrs. Walt Disney World fan is going back to Hocus Pocus, and she said that would, having the Sanderson sisters come out year round, it would take away from Mickey's not so scary Halloween party.
It's true.
That is 100% true.
It's very true.
Because when they first started bringing out the Sanderson sisters, I mean, that was such a huge hit. I think for
such a well done show
for kids, and because they completely revamped the show. Yeah, and for kids and adults, and if they had them year round, it just wouldn't be as special and unique. But yeah,
agreed.
I agree.
So
Norma,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So Norma said, like when they do live action with Disney movies, I feel like the kids are going to say that's from the time when it's not, but it's just me. Right. So talking about live action movies and how I just lost my train of thought. Wow. And we're live.
We're live.
And we're live. I just completely lost my train of thought.
This.
It just left the station. Left the station. I'll come back to you, Norma. I got to get that back in my head. Sorry. Undertaker Punk. People think that Universal is relying too heavily on screens where sets could be used. True.
Right.
True.
But those sets do take up space. I think that Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is the perfect example. The flagship attraction that really blends practical sets with film amazingly. It is the most well done attraction you have. It's just back and forth between those sets and the screens. It is so amazing. I know you might get sick on it, but if you haven't experienced it, I highly recommend it. I think that's the best attraction out there, I think, right now, because that technology, that ride system, that type of ride system is nowhere else, you guys. So Disney doesn't have it. No one else has it. It's very unique.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome.
It's okay. You're not late. It's only 7:09. We still have some time.
We still have some time.
Yeah,
you can always rewatch it. You can always rewatch it.
But OFAM Adventures says, I don't do good on roller coasters, so screen rides are best for me. I would have to say that it's so weird because I feel like Simpsons, that attraction over at Universal Florida, I can't ride because I get an immediate migraine headache right after. Yeah. It's so weird. But with anything else with screens, I'm fine with it. And even with Back to the Future, which is pretty much the same thing, and I was fine with it. But for some reason, Simpsons, I get a migraine. Yep. So there's certain attractions I could do with screens and certain I can't.
Rodney agrees with me. He says Forbidden Journey is my favorite ride. And you're right. I mean, it is. It's a really good blend. So Forbidden Journey, if you guys haven't done it, go ride that. Andrew has a good comment here.
Ooh.
Would Universal do a complete redo of the Toon Island? Well, I think it's Toon Lagoon, where they have Dudley Do-Right and Popeye Pluto's barges, and making a whole new island based on a current film franchise. I think they would. I think that's in the works, probably. I think there's really not a lot of rumors right now about it, but I think that that's something that there's a lot of detail there, but it's just the franchises that they have there, those comic strips, are well known to a totally different generation, and we have a very new generation coming through those parks and walking through the park, and they don't understand the references and what they're looking at. So,
but it's cute for photo ops.
It's very cute for photo ops.
Very Instagram worthy,
and it's detailed. It's really just interesting to stop and look. And I got the chance to walk through there during the mornings when there was no guests, and hearing all the sound effects and the music, and every character from those comic strips has a singing part and has their own. It's really cool. It's really detail oriented, but a lot of people miss it.
What about the theater in between Marvel and Toon Lagoon?
Yeah.
What's that called? I just can't. I just lost.
I think it's Toon Lagoon Amphitheater. And
what are they going to do with that? That is like a waste of space, right?
That's a big space too. They could put attraction there easily. They could easily do that.
Oh yeah.
Right now they just use it for Harry Potter celebration weekends. They used to use it for a Dr. Seuss show. They used it for lots of little temporary things. But it's been there since opening day. It is a lot of land. It's a beautiful amphitheater though, but it needs to go. They could put a really cool attraction there.
Yeah. Ross agrees. A lot of people usually get more sick on screen rides than roller coasters. Like my family's fine on Rock and Roller Coaster, but Star Tours they get pretty sick. That is to a T like our roommate. Our roommate can do Rock and Roller Coaster, but can't do Star Tours.
That's so interesting.
Can't.
That's really.
He will get sick immediately. So that's so funny. Just like a roommate.
Candace says that she gets motion sickness, but still loves Spirited Journey. You know, it's less. They've had to tame it down. It's kind of like Mission Space, where they had to kind of redo it. It used to be. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know what the changes were, but I know it used to be a little bit more rough, where it helped bring down the number of guests getting motion sickness. Norma, hello Norma. Simpsons gave me an anxiety attack and at HHN, and I haven't ridden it since.
Right.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I like it, but it's
reason I don't know what it is.
A lot of people working in the park. I'm telling you, I used to work in the front of the park. I would sell tickets, and I had so many guests that were returning guests or pass holders, and we would talk about attractions, and they would tell me that they just could not do Simpsons. And I'm like, it's so interesting. There's so many people that can do roller coasters and do other simulators, but that one specific attraction, was it the same for Back to the Future? Did any of you ride Back to the Future and have that same effect on you? You rode it.
I rode Back to the Future.
That's so interesting.
Many times, and I never felt like I do after I would ride The Simpsons.
OFAM Adventures is commenting on about Toon Lagoon. He said that he went with my son, and he did not understand any of the references there, and that made me feel so old. But hey, wasn't it a throwback? Didn't it?
But see, that's the thing.
Remember the good times.
That's why, on my side, on the opposite end, I feel like they wouldn't change Toon Lagoon. It's because it is so nostalgic, and you know, it's so nice to look back and look at all those old cartoons that you get to see.
Right. I mean, Parker's saying something. I did not hear this rumor. He heard rumors of Secret Life of Pets going to the amphitheater in Toon Lagoon.
I heard that years ago. But
they're not going to go with it through with it anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it could still do well there because Secret Life of Pets, I mean, they introduced it into the parade, and that's been well received, and they are making a sequel, so.
But I just don't think that area of the park would be a good spot for it. Because it's kind of random if you think about it. Because it's right between Marvel Superhero Island and Toon Lagoon,
which is about comic strips, and this is an animated movie about animals.
Yeah, so I just don't think that would be a good fit.
I think it would have been good if they were keeping the Animal Actors Theater and kind of did a stage show there. But we know those rumors are out there that Animal Actors Theater is going away for Nintendo Land. That's a totally different topic, y'all.
Honey.
But yeah, I don't think that's going to stay much longer.
Ronnie asks, do you think Disney World will one day get all the Marvel rights from Universal? I think eventually, but I mean, we're talking years.
Here's the thing. Disney is putting a lot of money into the Marvel Universe and the whole Marvel franchise, all these new films. I don't think why would the Universal want to give that up when they have all the, I mean, that's free advertising for them. They're paying Disney a lot of money to keep the IPs, but they are in return getting a lot of money, though, revenue, because people are coming into these parks because they are obsessed with Marvel. And over here on the East Coast, the only way they can ride these Marvel attractions right now is at Universal. Of course, it's going to change with Guardians of the Galaxy. So
I can't wait for that.
That's exciting. Rest in peace, Ellen. But you know, it's still cool to see something new and fresh over at Epcot, even though it kind of doesn't belong. But Epcot's getting all rebranded, though.
Oh, yeah, it's for sure getting rebranded.
We've got lots of good comments coming through here. All right, so let's see here.
Phenomenal Brandy says, I rode Back to the Future as a kid, and it did make me sick. But Simpsons makes me completely ill. I'm telling you, it's Simpsons.
It's just maybe the way they programmed it, but I don't know why they haven't gone in and kind of tamed it down. Because I'm sure a lot of people have gone and said this right now.
Because the cue for the Simpsons is so cute.
It's cute. It's funny.
It is so cute, and it sucks that I think I've seen it once, and that was years ago.
Oh, Fame of Interest. I loved Back to the Future, but my son got sick on MIB. So,
really?
So since I've heard about Simpsons making people sick, so they avoid it.
Yeah, don't. If he got ill with Men in Black, don't do Simpsons. Nope.
Norma says, I love Toon Lagoon. It made me want to watch the movies and know more about it.
Yeah.
That's a great way of... Yeah.
I like that.
That's really a different perspective that a lot of people... I'm totally a person that would go somewhere and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I want to try to find out. I always do that. I always pull up my phone. I have that Wikipedia on my home screen.
All the time.
I'm like, who is this? What's this? Wikipedia. I want to know. I want to learn. I read up on it and I just give him the information. Like you, he doesn't have to look it up and he's just like, oh, interesting. But yeah, I'm the same way, Norma. That's really cool. But I wish everyone looked at it like that.
Ross says, I heard rumors that Secret Life of Pets might replace Shrek, which might make sense because I like Shrek 4D, but you can watch that movie on Netflix. You're 100% correct on that.
You can watch that on Netflix.
Yes, darling.
That's so cool. I didn't know that. I knew it was on like the special features of DVDs and Blu-rays.
Goodness gracious.
That's cool.
The thing is, I don't want them to lose the studio aspect, though. That's my concern with any attraction that goes in there. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like the like soundstage. That's what I meant to say. I don't want them to lose the soundstage aspect. Like, I like what they did with Minions.
I don't get that from Shrek, though. See, I got that from Alfred Hitchcock. That was more of like...
Well, no, I mean like the facades of it. Like Minions is cute and you know it's a soundstage, but they still have Minions like all over the soundstage. But with Shrek, like I feel like if they do a new attraction or whatever, they would completely either A, gut it and like tear it down, or B, completely like repaint it and really make it completely different. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't think that made sense.
You're like leveling the whole look of it being a soundstage.
Yeah, because I read something where they were talking about Secret Life of Pets in the Shrek Theater, but they were going to level that building and build something else. And that's when I was like, I don't know. I like the look of the sound stages. It's very Universal.
How do you pronounce it?
Phenomenal Brandy.
Phenomenal Brandy. The best part about the Simpsons area is not the ride, it's the food.
Oh, yes.
That's so true.
Yes, yes, that is so true. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you what. I could always eat
a clogger?
Yes.
Or
no, not a clogger burger.
You go for the crusty.
Crusty burger.
I go for the clogger. I love that. I love, even though there's not that many clips, so they're on repeat quite often in there, but I love sitting down and eating and watching the funny clips from the Simpsons show. So it's really the only time I watch the Simpsons show. We're not big Simpsons fans, but you know it is really fun. It's a good franchise to have in a theme park. Now there was a comment here from Undertaker Punk. I feel like they would turn Toon Lagoon into a Universal Monsters Land, but that's just me wishing. That would be cool.
Would be so cool.
That would be cool.
That's what I feel like. I feel like Universal, they started with, ride the movies. That was their thing.
It's not that aspect anymore.
It's not that aspect anymore. But I feel like that's what Universal is and, was and is. Yeah, like it should be that. It should be, because that's what sets them apart from Disney. You know what I mean? Like I feel like with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, I think that's a completely like home run and something that Disney couldn't do as well. You know what I'm saying?
Disney is learning from Universal about how to do immersive lands and immersive theming experiences. Universal definitely changed the game in 2010 when Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened.
Absolutely.
Before then, though, I think, and they were struggling because the thing is that whole studio aspect really kind of went out the window once the tax cuts that they were getting, film companies were getting by filming down here in these studios went away, and now I think it's in Louisiana. So a lot of productions are happening in Atlanta and Louisiana. So it's really hard to have a film studio and have ride the movies and we do production here when there's not as many. There's still productions, but there's not as many as it was in the 90s. Which is just sad because it's really cool. It was neat. Nickelodeon Studios needs to come back. But
Pegasus for Life asks, what do you think of the new Hollywood studio name is going to be?
Disney's Hollywood Adventure. That's I want to put money on that.
I don't know. They announced something. They didn't know. Disney didn't announce anything.
Hinted at something?
But it hinted. It was like the Imagination Park. The something Imagine. Help me out. I'm calling on for our co-host. Help us out. What did they? Disney or somebody posted that the name was going to be changed to Imagine Park, something Imagine, and it just was interesting. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Jenny asks, have you heard anything on more what they're doing with Terminator? Because Terminator 2 3D closed. There's no more Terminator 2 3D films in the States anymore, you guys.
That's sad.
You can watch it on YouTube, but if you want to see it, you have to go over to Universal Studios Japan. I think that's the only park left with it, possibly. I don't think
they have everything.
They have
everything like that. That's the park I want to go to.
Here's the thing, though. That's so interesting. So yes, Universal Studios Japan has a lot of attractions that are old school, like Jaws and Terminator. The ones that and they had Back to the Future up until very recently, and now that's the Minions. The reason why they kept all that old school stuff is because Universal Studios Japan was not owned by Universal. It was owned by a company over in Japan, and they just the culture there is different. And now Comcast and NBC Universal purchased it, and so now they have the rights. So they went ahead, and the first thing they did is they got rid of Back to the Future. So Back to the Future the ride is gone now on all Universal parks. They have the Minions ride there, and I think they will get rid of Jaws. I think they will be getting rid of Terminator 2 3D. It's sad. It's sad, but I think being realistic, I think that they're going to do that. I don't know. Unless the culture there is so different where it's still very, very popular.
I feel like it's so relevant.
But I think it's still popular here. Jaws is a classic. Yeah. I mean, that was the first blockbuster film. That's where that trend came from. I still
don't like to go in the ocean because of Jaws.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen you in an ocean.
Now you know why.
We got some great comments, though. Do you think the DreamWorks Theater from Universal Hollywood will replace Shrek in Orlando? I think that's what they're going to do. I think that would fit perfectly with the theme because they can continue Hollywood Boulevard around the corner there and just kind of, I don't know. Or maybe that's what they could put in Terminator. Get rid of Shrek, do something like Secret Life of Pets at Shrek, and then move Shrek and the DreamWorks characters over to the Hollywood-themed theater. But I feel like you already see some cosmetic work being done on the outside because apparently, when is this supposed to open? Like they said they were going to announce, or maybe just announce.
Announce. I
think, not open, but I don't know. I think that would be something that'd be cool.
Oh, Rand, the Cinemagine. That's what the word was. Cinemagine Park.
Oh, really?
No, thank you. Oh, and it was the Orlando Sentinel that said that.
Oh, Cinemagine Park.
Oh,
that's
no.
What
No, I don't like it.
Cinemagine. That sounds like a park that you'd see over in France.
Cinemagine. I feel like that's what you say when someone sneezes. You someone sneezes and you go Cinemagine.
No.
Like I just don't see it. I don't see it as a park name. I don't know.
OFM Adventures. Yes, we ate the Krusty Burger for HHN. It was so good. That's a good burger to have on HHN night.
Let me tell you what. Any food during HHN is delicious. Don't get me started with those potatoes that twirl. Ooh, I can have 10 of them. I love them. They're so good.
Norma says, Gavin, it's so bad that when I go to Disney or Universal and I see someone that's Instagram or a social media sites that's famous, I fangirl when they're just normal people.
They are.
You go to Universal for the stars
too.
Yeah,
I think. I know. Completely going off topic. I think the nicest people are Tim and Jen Tucker. They are
that we've met. I mean, we haven't met that many.
We haven't met that many, but they are pretty. They are very big here in Orlando, and they are. We say it all the time. They are so nice.
We collaborated with them back to 2 years ago, around the holiday time at Epcot, and just they get stopped constantly, and they take that time to want to talk to you, and it's great.
I mean, they so honestly nice. Are. I mean, because I wouldn't say that we're close at all, but I would say that we're genuinely nice, and we were going through some things last year, and we talked to them, and Jen was just like drop everything, what's going on, and I'll talk to you. And they're just, I love them to death.
Ross,
that's Tim Trafford.
Let's get back on topic though. Ross says, before this comment disappears here, Ross says, yeah, Universal needs to hit a home run with Nintendo Land because Disney World is about to crush them in the upcoming future. And of course, he's referring to Toy Story Land and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Yes. I don't think Toy Story Land is going to be anything breathtaking and really kind of pushing the envelope
I think
of technology.
It's going to be very Instagram worthy.
It's going to be very Instagram worthy. It's going to be beautiful, but it's not going to be pushing the boundaries that like Wizarding World did. No, but Galaxy's Edge, that's going to be a game changer possibly. That really would be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I almost forgot. Yeah. Main Street Theater.
Oh, this just happened today, y'all.
Yes,
rumors.
Allegedly.
This is
allegedly.
This is truly to be treated as a rumor from Disboards.com.
Allegedly speaking. Go ahead.
So Main Street Theater is supposedly going to be canceled or has been canceled. Now this was this was planned to open, I think, built behind where you right now meet Mickey, and kind of be going to the backstage area, but they would of course make it look, it'd be a stage area now. But they're supposedly canceling it because either budget issues, and that goes back to what we said earlier in the show, or Disney is really cutting things down and really just becoming very money conscious because they're having budget issues, or it could be because of overcrowding on Main Street. Main Street is so crowded, you guys. You know this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure most of you have been there.
During Happily Ever After, during any of the parades.
Even during a non-peak time. Oof. It is crazy.
I get anxiety thinking about it.
Can you imagine what we call in the industry at theme parks? We call it a show dump. So can you imagine a show dump coming through Main Street, USA? I mean, that theater is going to be big. A lot of seats to fill. They're going to be full with whatever they do there.
But the thing is, though, this is what I don't understand, because I thought... and this could just be me, because I know we don't have the concept art, because this is literally, we saw this minutes before we went live, but I thought with the new Main Street Theater that it was going to have a continuation of Main Street behind the Main Street.
Right.
So there was still going to be area for, guests to walk, not on Main Street itself, but behind it, kind of like where the breezeway is at right now for it.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't get why they would cancel it because of traffic. Because I thought that would, relieve some traffic there. But I don't know, honey. I mean, it's so crazy. It's all up in the air because nothing's official. Allegedly, it's been canceled. But we will see. We will see. I don't want it to be canceled because I want to see grade A Broadway production in that theater.
Magic Kingdom needs some new entertainment.
We need that.
Inside a theater. They have that fantastic fireworks show Happily Ever After, but they need something in a theater. That's what they do.
Absolutely. Before we go, I want to make sure that everyone knows. So we also do a live stream on Monday, every Monday, and it's called Monday Fun Day, and it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this Monday is special because we're going to have our friends from the almost said South Coast. What am I saying? South Coast. The West Coast. The West Coast. Corey and Adam from the No Midnight Podcast. They're going to come and join us for Monday Fun Day live stream. Hey, we love them so much.
They have some great content, you guys. And
absolutely.
If you want to learn about what's going on and learn some history, they do some great collaborations as well with other podcasters out there and websites. And, we've been friends with him for quite some time now. And we have done some collaborations in the past with him. Absolutely. And he does some good stuff. And he's a great guy. So we are very excited. We have not met Adam. So we're going to meet Adam.
We haven't met Adam yet. And it's Adam's first time
to Disney World.
Going to Disney World. So
exciting.
Yeah, I think this first... I don't know what park they're going to on Monday after morning, afternoon. But so Monday night we'll get his reaction on how it was.
Oh, I'm excited. That should be our whole...
I know. That's what
I know this is the theme park show, and we try to keep Monday Fun Day more personal, but we have to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. But if you want to know more about No Midnight Podcast, go to nomidnightpodcast.com and also check out their YouTube channel. Amazing stuff, guys. Amazing stuff with them. But that's Monday Fun Day next week, so we're excited for that.
And we're on social media as well, you guys. Please make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. Become a follower on YouTube. Click the bell notification on our webpage, on our main page. That way you get notifications of when we're going to be going live, or when we go live, I should say. And that way you're not late to the game. And also you can go ahead and be notified of when we post our vlog and our new show, which is premiering.
Hey, on
Saturday we have e-ticket takeover, you guys. So we are very excited about that, and you will get notified. We are on Instagram as well, so you can follow us on Instagram at Gavin and Patrick, and then we are also over on Twitter. And we want you guys to do something. This is what we want to hear with the show. We really want it to, you comment, and that's great interaction there. But we also, during the week when we're not on the air, we can go ahead and we want to see you out in the parks having fun. If you have some great pictures from past visits, recent visits, or if you're going right now. I know someone commented at the beginning of the show they're at Disney World right now. So please, if you're still watching, if you're going to rewatch this, please tweet at us at Gavin and Patrick on Twitter, because we want to go ahead and see those photos, and we want to share our favorite photos with you guys next week. So we'll put it up on the screen so you get a little 5 seconds of fame there. And
make sure you hashtag TPT Live. Hey.
If you're wearing an Ink and Paint Threads shirt, fantastic.
Yes, tag Ink and Paint Threads too. Yeah. But you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Any picture at Disney or Universal or any theme
park attraction here in Orlando, we want to see it.
Yeah, we want to see it, because that's our goal, is to just, we consider you all our family, and we want to see pictures of our family having fun in the parks. So let us see it. We want to see it.
I wish we could join all of you, because that would be so cool. That would be neat. We've met a few of you, and it's been a good time, but it'd be great. Also, Facebook. Don't forget Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Gavin and Patrick, you guys. So just go ahead and follow us there. That way you are in the loop of what's going on, not only here at Theme Park Talk Live, but we have Monday Fun Day. We have our personal vlog on Fridays, and then we have e-ticket takeover. And this has been a really fun. I'm excited for this.
Now we can breathe.
I feel
this is the first
I feel 15 pounds lighter, and I'm very excited. Thank you. I know that we didn't really. A lot of you have been appreciating our set and saying it looks great. Thank you so much. We put a lot of good hard work into this, and we enjoy it. It's really fun. It's just relaxing and a little bit more professional, because we want to definitely make this a real thing for you guys to get your source of rumors and news. Hello, Tim. And yes, we really thank you. We hope you tune in on our live stream and for our vlogs and our e-ticket takeover show, and we'll see you again here at Theme Park Talk Live next Monday.
Or next Thursday. Next Thursday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you on Saturday with e-ticket takeover, and then Monday Fun Day live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our friends from the No Midnight Podcast. So we'll see you later. Thanks for a great first show, guys.
Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.